Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Every community was new to someone once. Every neighborhood has welcomed a first family. Every friendship began with strangers meeting for the first time. The way a community welcomes new neighbors often shapes whether those neighbors become lifelong contributors. Tonight our panel asks, how can communities welcome new neighbors? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode we explored responsible citizenship. Tonight we examine another building block of healthy communities. How do we help new residents feel informed, included, and encouraged to participate?
So this is about more than saying hello.
Exactly. A welcoming community helps people become neighbors, not just residents. Tonight we'll discuss hospitality, community traditions, volunteer groups, local information, belonging, and the small gestures that help newcomers feel at home. Strong communities grow stronger when new people are invited to become part of the story. President Pipeline, when someone new arrives in a community, what should they experience first? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
The fishing boats began to move, following routes they've always known.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities welcome new neighbors? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. When someone arrives in a new community, I hope the first thing they experience is kindness, a smile, a greeting, someone willing to answer a question. Communities become stronger when people feel welcomed rather than overlooked.
So belonging begins with simple actions?
Exactly. Small gestures often leave lasting impressions.
People sometimes think they need a big program to welcome newcomers.
Often the most meaningful welcome is simply taking the time to introduce yourself. Communities go one relationship at a time.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Healthy communities encourage newcomers to participate, invite them to local events, introduce them to volunteer opportunities, help them discover how they can contribute. People are more likely to care about a community when they feel like they belong in it.
So welcoming and participation go together?
Absolutely. Belonging inspires responsibility.
Every long-time resident was once the new neighbor. Remembering that helps us extend grace to others.
Communities thrive when people see newcomers as future partners instead of strangers.
So the welcome isn't finished after hello. It's just getting started.
A wonderful way to think about it. After the break, Lady Progress discusses belonging and inclusion. Captain Constitution explores local traditions, civic institutions, and helping new residents become active members of the community. Stay with us.
A small business opens up its door, ready to become something more. A teacher stays a little.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities welcome new neighbors. So far we've discussed first impressions, kindness, and participation. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, what helps someone feel like they truly belong?
Being welcomed with sincerity. Invite people into conversations. Learn their names. Ask about their interests. Introduce them to others. Belonging grows when people know they are seen and appreciated.
So inclusion happens through everyday relationships.
Exactly. Communities become warmer one friendship at a time.
Captain Constitution, how do local traditions help newcomers?
Traditions introduce people to a community story, festivals, volunteer projects, neighborhood gatherings, civic organizations. These shared experiences help newcomers understand local history while creating new memories of their own.
So traditions become invitations?
Very often they do. Healthy traditions welcome participation instead of standing behind closed doors.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
A welcoming community says, "We're glad you're here." Then it follows those words with opportunities to participate. People become neighbors by living nearby. They become community members by working alongside one another.
Participation transforms strangers into partners.
Belonging inspires confidence.
Shared traditions strengthen shared identity.
So maybe the fastest way to feel at home is helping set up the community picnic.
Serving together builds friendships quickly. Market Maverick off microphone, especially if somebody lets the new neighbor win the pie contest once. After the break, Market Maverick discusses welcoming people through practical opportunities. Professor Data explores research on belonging and community connections. And the People's Advocate shares simple ways every listener can help new neighbors feel at home. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
The morning sun climbs from the shoreline and paints the ocean.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed first impressions, belonging, community traditions, and participation. Now let's ask a practical question. How can communities make it easier for new neighbors to become involved? Market Maverick, what practical opportunities help newcomers become part of a community?
Give people something meaningful to do. Invite them to volunteer. Introduce them to local organizations. Share information about community projects. People often feel connected much faster when they're working alongside others instead of simply watching.
So participation creates belonging?
Very often it does. Shared work creates shared memories.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about belonging?
Communities with strong social connections often experience higher volunteer participation, greater trust, and stronger neighborhood relationships. People are more likely to remain engaged when they feel welcomed, informed, and included.
So belonging isn't accidental.
Healthy communities often cultivate it intentionally.
People's Advocate, what can listeners do this week?
Introduce yourself to someone new. Invite a neighbor to a local event. Share information about community resources. Offer practical help when someone is settling in. Small gestures often become lifelong friendships.
Quick thoughts.
Every new neighbor brings new experiences and new opportunities to strengthen the community.
Communities grow stronger when participation is encouraged.
A warm welcome can change someone's entire experience.
Shared traditions become stronger when they welcome new participants.
Healthy communities keep growing by helping new roots take hold.
After the break, each mascot shares one welcoming habit they hope every community will practice. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
The mountains and shines across the valleys below. The ranches stay, the rivers run, and opportunity continues.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can welcome new neighbors. We've talked about kindness, belonging, traditions, participation, and opening the door to new friendships. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one welcoming habit, what would it be?
Take the first step. Don't wait for someone else to introduce themselves. A simple greeting can become the beginning of a lifelong friendship.
Invite people to participate. Communities become stronger when newcomers are treated as future partners, not permanent outsiders.
Learn people's names. Feeling recognized is one of the simplest ways to help someone feel they belong.
Share your community's traditions with generosity. The strongest traditions are those that welcome new participants.
Healthy forests grow by making room for new growth. Healthy communities do the same.
Connect people with opportunities to contribute. Purpose often creates belonging.
Never underestimate the power of an invitation. Many people are simply waiting for someone to say, "We're glad you're here."
Communities that build strong social connections often become more resilient over time. Belonging benefits everyone.
A welcoming community is not measured only by its signs or its slogans. It is measured by how people treat one another. A conversation, an invitation, a helping hand, a shared meal, a volunteer project. Small moments of welcome become lasting memories. Those memories become relationships, and those relationships become the foundation of a thriving community.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time our panel explores Episode 020, How Can Community Solve Problems Without Losing Respect? We'll discuss constructive disagreement, listening, conflict resolution, compromise, and keeping relationships strong while tackling difficult issues. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage thoughtful dialogue, welcoming communities, and active citizenship. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep welcoming, keep connecting, keep building, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come